Hello children, welcome back to my talks, and here we are with 7th chapter in VISTAS English. Okay, so let us start the chapter. So Evans tries an O level. Okay, and the author of this particular story is Colin Dexter. Okay, so Evans is the name of a person and O level is an exam. So Evans tries an O level exam. This particular story, this particular chapter, okay, it is written by Colin Dexter. It's a very interesting story which depicts actually how a prisoner, he's a prisoner, Evans is a prisoner, how a prisoner, James Evans, befools all the officer. Okay, what is befools all the officer? How he cheats all the officers, okay, of the prison to escape, and he escapes from the prison. Okay, and he has got a plan which is well laid out, and according to the plan he leaves. Even the exam, answering the exam, the O-level exam, was also his plan. Okay, and the prison authorities, they prepare very well to hold him back, but it is all in vain. Okay, and all the times, up till 4 times, he has the last laugh. Means he is the one who is winner. He is able to escape from the prison. Okay, children. Now the theme is that the story, the particular story, talks about a criminal Evans who is known as a prison breaker. Okay, and the prison officials, they make huge efforts, they take efforts to keep him in prison. Okay, but finally he escapes successfully, and he outwits the officials. The officials are very intelligent, but he is little more. Okay, and they normally they talk about his wisdom and his intelligence. Okay, though he is cunning, he has intelligence. So the main characters are Evans, as I told you earlier. Okay, the prisoner, he is a pleasant young man, and he has not done any violence anywhere. Okay, and he is good at imitation. Okay, very good at imitation. He plays different roles during Christmas concerts. Okay, and he is also known as a prison breaker. Prison breaker because he has escaped the prison thrice. Okay, with the help of some of his friends, and he is sharply witted. Because of his wits, because of his intelligence only, I told you, he is able to come out of the prison. Now there is a governor, an officer. He is an officer of average intelligence but overconfident. Okay, and then we have Jackson. He is a senior prison officer, kind-hearted man, not very intelligent. Okay, and poor judge of character. He cannot judge people and loves to order people. Got it? Stephens, okay, takes orders without thinking. He is a new recruit to the prison. And then we have Reverend McLeary. He is the person who is who actually is there for supervision of this O-level exam, for which Evans is going to sit. This is a German O-level exam. Okay, now the summary of it. Okay, Evans, as till now you must have known that he is a prison breaker and who succeeds in coming out of the prison every time, breaking the prison rules every time. Okay, so after breaking out of the prison thrice, even he is in the prison for the 4th time, and again he decides to break the prison successfully. So what does he do? He tells the authorities that there is a desire into his heart. He would like to sit for this O-level exam. Okay, academic qualification he wants to complete, and he wants to answer this O-level exam in German. Okay, so the German teacher is given to him. He comes to teach him, and for 10 months around in the prison, he learns this German. Okay, and after that the examination is arranged. Okay, in his cell, where in the prison itself. Okay, and a person, McLeary, as we told earlier, okay, he is supposed to be the supervisor. Okay, so he comes over there. The governor himself supervises all the security arrangements, whatever the security arrangements required. Okay, and they had somewhere in their mind that he may escape, so that is why quite a lot of arrangements were made. Okay, so the person left with all the papers after exam got over. However, later it was discovered that Evans had already escaped in the guise of the parson. Okay, now the person, the governor, okay, who was there for taking the papers, taking the exams, and the authorities from there, okay, he disguised into one of the persons over there, okay, and he himself went out of the prison without the authorities knowing. So Evans badly wounded the parson behind the prison cell, and the parson tells that he knew where Evans might be found. Okay, so the authority was tied over there, and he himself went off, and the parson over there, who was actually in the disguise of parson only, Evans ran out of the prison. Okay, and he knew that where he would be, and finally the police was sent in the van, okay, to catch the prisoner. And since the parson was bleeding, okay, he was badly hit by Evans, okay, so he was taken to the hospital on the way, and later it was found that no wounded parson had ever come to the hospital. Okay, so can you ever get it? Now it was known and realized that Evans had not escaped in the guise in the Parson McClary. Okay, he had stayed in and befooled. So finally what happened? Actually Evans did not run off in the very first place. Okay, he hit himself, okay, and he was taken to the hospital, and from there, from the hospital only, he ran off. Okay, so after that, when it was found out that who was taken to the hospital, it was not parson. Okay, and there was it was said that there was nobody who was brought wounded to the hospital. Okay, so again he befooled the entire prison staff, and the blood was flowing from his head had not been his own blood. So the blood which was shown flowing from his head, it was not that, it was rather pig's blood that McClary had cleverly managed to bring in. Okay, so McClary was again someone of his own team, his own friend, and he had brought that pig's blood, and that he had poured over his body wherever, to show that blood was oozing out of his body. Okay, and then McClary was not the parson. McClary, actually, whom the prison authorities thought that he is there for taking the exams, he was not the person. So the real parson was tied by some men in his room since morning. So the person actually who was asked to supervise the exam, he was tied in his own room, okay, for since morning, and then somebody else instead of parson had come to take the exams, okay, and he himself was tied, and this person, okay, in the disguise of the parson, flew out of the hospital, taken by the authorities himself to the hospital, and he flew off from there. Okay, so this was the story, and Evans was sent away with a prison officer in the prison van. Again he was caught. McClary was tied by some men. That is what, towards the end of the story, the governor got hold of Evans in a hotel room. So Evans had escaped from that hospital, and he was found in a hotel. So the governor caught him, okay, and again he was tied and sent to the prison. Once again, Evans got the better of the governor, and both the prison officer and the prison van had been part of the plan. Okay, so he himself had planned that he'll be caught from the hotel, he'll be sent back again by the governor. Okay, so the prison van and the prison officer, both of them were his men. Okay, and finally, once more, he was able to escape from the prison 3 times earlier, and this was the 4th time. So once again, he was a free bird, and due to this reason, the prison officers used to call him Evans the Break, Evans the Jailbreak. Okay, so with this, we finish off with the 7th chapter. I hope you must have understood. Little confusing, okay, but he tries to cheat, and I tried to put it in front of you. Hope you would have understood, children. Okay, so do like it, share it, and the newcomers subscribe it. Thank you.